Nice. I really, really like his high notes. His voice gets a little bit on the huskier side, a little bit raspy, whereas his light stuff doesn't have that same quality to it, but it sounds very good in his voice. Hey everyone, my name's Mishan. I'm a singer, songwriter, and vocal coach, and today I'm going to be reacting to Luke Islam on America's Got Talent.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
If you guys are interested in learning how to improve your voice, one of the best ways is to watch other people improve their voices. If you want to see other people getting lessons from me personally, check out the link down below for the lesson library. Alright, let's do this.
Luke started singing the moment he learned how to talk. Luke sings while he's brushing his hair.
This is one of the cornerstone elements that is the kind of the thing that you should be looking out for when you've got a wonderful singer. So they've put a lot of time into learning how to perform, learning how to sing really well.
Putting clothes on, putting socks on.
I sing a lot when I brush my teeth. I don't know if that's healthy.
As long as you don't choke, I think it should be fine. But to master anything, it takes a lot of time of practice. You know, they've done a lot of research into the idea that it takes 10,000 hours of doing something to really master it. You know, being able to do something over and over and over and over again before, like, at a young age leads you to perfecting that skill, which it seems like he's really done in this instance, that he's really been practicing from day one how to sing. So a lot of people use the term like naturally born singer. They would say, oh, he's a naturally born singer. But at the end of the day, he actually put in a lot of work and training to be able to make it happen. It was just in a lot less of a formal way than the average person looks at it.
When I was little, I would do shows in my room with my sister, Vicky.
Well, you're in
so
New York,
cute.
man. It's all about Broadway over there.
Yep.
Do you ever get to see any shows?
Yeah, I've seen more than I should have.
When Luke was 6 years old.
So there you go. So he's also watched a lot of shows and he's seen how people, you know, perform in a professional level. I can't tell you how many students that I've had, they're like, I want to learn how to sing. And then I say, okay, so what's your favorite song to sing? And they're like, I've never sung before. I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, how are you going to become a great singer if, like, you never actually sing? You got to use your voice. You got to start doing it. And I think that this could be where some people run into problems, where they work with certain vocal coaches who only focus on scales, and that's all they put into their lessons, and then maybe like 2 minutes at the end they'll have you just like throw in a song there. If they don't have you singing on a regular basis and you practicing on a regular basis, it's very hard to get better at singing if you're only doing scales. Right? That's why I like to structure my lessons, which you can go and check out at my website down below. Have the link there, lesson library, check it out. And there you can see how I structure my lessons. So I usually like to structure my lessons half lesson scale work and then half lesson vocal, like actual singing work.
Every weekend I enter the Broadway lotteries, and that way I can get discounted tickets and beg my parents to take me.
Wow.
I think you're going to do fantastic.
I love the...
See, to a certain degree, you have to become obsessed with it. Like, and it seems like that's what he's really done. He's taken it to an obsessive level to be able to really improve and hone in on his skill. That level of skill doesn't come overnight, and that's why I believe that a lot of people are thrown off with this idea of naturally born singers. It's not so much that, it's more about the training that led up in an informal way that they did throughout their lives.
I've seen Wicked, The Lion King, Finding Neverland, The Color Purple, Aladdin, Ain't Too Proud.
Wow,
And I've been to
that's a lot of
Kinky
shows.
Boots 8 times.
Kinky Boots 8 times. That's a lot of shows. So even at a young age, he studied this like it's, I mean, it's very obviously his passion and obsession.
My name is Luke Islam.
Tell us your dream.
My dream is to become a star and make it to Broadway.
Become a Broadway star.
Why America's Got Talent?
Because all my life I've been thinking about being on Broadway, and I love it so, so much, and I think America's Got Talent is the next way to achieve that goal.
Okay, it's a trick question. Who's your favorite judge?
Well, that's a little unfair, you know, like putting the guy on the spot. That's not cool.
I love all the judges.
Smart. You're gonna make it, kid.
That's smart.
So you'd be a
if
good
I had to pick
politician.
one, I would pick Julianne because I've been.
Oh, come on!
Somebody
You gotta love that really, really nervous laugh he has there.
jealous.
It was an accident.
So I'm gonna be singing "She Used to Be Mine" from the Broadway musical Waitress.
Go ahead.
She is messy, but she's calm. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
Wow. He's very pitch perfect. I mean, I can tell there's a little bit of nerves in there, and that his performance would be even better. Once he gets further on in the show and you see the further performances, I'm sure he's going to get a lot more stable with that. But the average listener is definitely not going to notice those nerves, but I can tell.
She's gone, but she used to be mine.
Wow.
You're not what I asked for.
And another aspect is that it's not necessarily just his voice, it's his whole persona and his presence on stage. You know, he walked in as this very, very shy looking boy, and once he opened his mouth to sing, he blossomed. He opened up and he has such poise on stage. So that's another thing that really separates those that might sound good, but just they don't have that X factor, to those that like you want to keep watching because they just have a presence about them.
If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two.
Nice. I really, really like his high notes. His voice gets a little bit on the huskier side, a little bit raspy, whereas his light stuff doesn't have that same quality to it. But it sounds very good in his voice.
For that girl that I knew can be scared of the light that's inside her, growing stronger each day, so it finally reminds her to fight.
So there you could hear that huskiness working against him, okay? So in the mid-range right there, before he got up to that high note, it was just a little bit of an opening of his chord closure. So if you notice, I'll just backtrack a moment here.
But she's calm, she is lonely.
So deep down in the bottom of his range, there's a slight opening on the very low notes, but like in the comfort zone in his range, there's not that same opening of the chords.
Growing stronger each day, so
Yeah.
find.
So there you've got a little bit stronger each day, a little bit of an opening of the vocal cords. And then here is where it kind of gets exacerbated and he gets to the point where it kind of falls apart. But it still sounds good. He really like talents his way through this part.
Stronger each day, so it finally reminds her to fight just a little to bring back the fire and rise.
So you're in a fire. Also, it started to get exacerbated there. I mean, it could be partially nerves, but it sounds like it's this problem that he's having here with his chord closure. That's my 2 cents there.
That's been gone, used to be mine.
Nice. So very nice and stable in that range of his voice. Totally pinned straight on the pitch. That was really nice.
Oh, used to be mine. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Really, really well done. That was like a beautiful, beautiful performance. Really incredible job from such a young singer. It's really amazing to see. And now he's getting really emotional.
You should be incredibly proud of yourself, because you killed it!
Oh, thank you so much.
It's true.
Thank you so much.
Howie?
You have so much poise. You talk about a journey. You know, people come on here and hopefully dreams come true. And I think that we are watching the beginning of your dream coming true.
Well said. Howie always has those lines. I love how supportive he is. He's just like this kind of this backing of support. Just a little tidbit about me and Howie actually. Never actually met him, but at one of the places that I do performances at, his mother is there here in Toronto, and she's at one of the retirement homes, and so I do performances there for her. Well, I mean for the audience, but I've gotten to meet her before, Howie's mother, which is very cool.
Simon.
What's so important, if you move forward, don't put yourself in a generic music pool. You've got to sing songs as if every one of your performances is an audition for the best producers on Broadway. You've really got to make an impression, and this is really key.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
I'm not quite sure what Simon's trying to convey there. Like, just give it your all each performance. I mean, I think he did give it his all. I guess maybe he's trying to tell him, don't lose that. That factor that you have now when you put it all on the stage, don't lose that as you move forward. Could be his position there.
First of all, I just have to say I'm extremely flattered that you would even look up to my brother and I with a voice like that, with an energy like that, because, honey, you have such talent and grace. You have something so special. You have an essence inside of you that...
It's amazing. Like, you could see that his dream is coming true, right? Like, one of his favorite actresses / dancers is telling him how wonderful he is. You could just see it in his face, like it's becoming real.
has given you a gift. And I believe that not only are you going to become a star and get your dream to come true, but I don't think you need to wait that much longer, because
even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground.
Wow, he's just losing it right now. He just can't hold it back. I mean, you can imagine what an emotional experience that would be. Incredible.
You will be fine.
Golden buzzer down!
And a proud mom and dad, definitely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
you're so welcome.
Luke, you are our golden buzzer. How do you feel?
I can't believe it. I'm in shock. I've never expected something like this to happen my whole life. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
No idea what that's going to do.
Well deserved, well deserved. Give it up for Luke.
Definitely well deserved. I mean, it's really incredible that you only get, each one of the judges only gets one of those golden buzzers, and to know that you were the one that got that from one of the judges is quite an exceptional experience.
That was a great call. Great call.
Hey YouTube, I'm Julianne Huff.
So if you guys like this video, please check out this one. I'm sure you're gonna love it as well.